everyone, welcome back. I am Superstar Director Becca Levie with Scentsy Family Fragrance, and this is day 23 of our Scentsy Excuse Buster 30-day challenge. And it's Friday, and I just got out of my car from a 3-hour drive up here to this beautiful cabin for the weekend with Miss Maddie, and we thought we better hurry before we lose daylight out here and report the activities of today. So how are you doing on your Excuse Busters challenge? What kind of excuses are you busting through, and why? Have you set your short-term and long-term goals for what it is that you're trying to accomplish in your direct sales career? You know, today I stopped at Barnes and Noble's on my way home because I thought I need to get it's been a while since I've purchased some CDs on, sales and anything that will help me with this industry. And so I ended up purchasing a CD cassette by Brian Tracy. Boy, look up his stuff online, you guys, on YouTube. We quote him a lot. He's really phenomenal. But I picked up his cassette tape. You can't really see that cassette tape. That dates me, doesn't it? This CD called Unlimited Sales Success. And there's going to be a little bit that's not going to really feel like it fits to us in direct sales, but it's only going to be this small portion. But boy, I've just listened to the first, not even completely the first CD, and I want to listen to that several times because it is so powerful and it's so true. One of the things that he shared is that 20% of the people in sales make, that top income. They're the top of their company. They're the top leaders, or even in sales, 20% of the people are at the top and 80% of the people are not. And why is that? And are you born in that 80% and born in that 20%? No, absolutely not. I loved how he said that the people who are in the top 20% were once in the bottom 80%. The people who seemed to be at the front of the line were once at the end of the line. What helped them? They were once terrible at what they did. But what propelled them to that top dream lifestyle was the efforts that they put into it. And a lot of that came from investing in trainings, listening to calls, listening to audio cassettes, going to trainings, going to your company conventions, listening to your, I think I said, team calls. And that is true for me. My husband and I have always invested in trainings because we knew what our limited knowledge and our mindset, our lack of self-esteem and confidence, etc., was not going to earn us much of anything. So we have always believed in investing, and we have. And he just shared a story. He said if you took 3% of the income that you're earning, that you should take 3% of the income that you're earning and invest that back into training. So he said if you're making $50,000 a year, that would be $1,500 a year you would invest in trainings and books and audio cassettes and company conventions, reunions, whatever that is. If you're not making money yet, then it's like going to school. You have to say, I've got to buy these books to take these classes. For us, you buy these books and your classes are on-the-job training. Every day that we go out, it's like a field trip. It's a living class where we're actually hands-on laboratory where we're learning to put into practice what we're hearing and being taught from others that have done and gone where we want to go. So I really encourage you to do that, and I really encourage you to get this. Again, it was Brian Tracy, and it was Unlimited Sales Success, 12 Simple Steps for Selling More Than You Ever Thought Possible. And it's more than just sales, you guys. It's mindset, and it's belief, and it's self-esteem, and it's understanding how sales works. I keep saying that it takes at least 5 to 8 times of following up with someone before they have enough information, familiarity, and trust to buy from us. And I had never heard that from Mr. Tracy, but you know, he said that too. In today's society, it usually takes 5 calls, 5 encounters before they will do business with you. And I just love hearing that same thing from as many sources, because it just gives me confidence that you're not going to marry us or buy our product on that very first encounter. And yet most of us feel like, hey, you know, we met them, they didn't buy, we called them one time or text them and they didn't get back to us, so they're not interested. And that's not true. Facts are facts, statistics are statistics. So when we know these things, we can have complete confidence and be a little bit more patient in the process. And so every day we're out here at least 4 or 5 days a week. Hopefully our goal is to get 1 to 2 new contacts that we can put into that process of 5 to 8 times, so that every month we walk away with new customers and consultants and hostesses. So next week, wouldn't it be great that you had 2 more customers than you did the week before? You know, if you had an opportunity, well, never mind. We're not going to talk about that today. Okay, so let me just give you a quick update on what my day was like. And I keep saying we because me and Courtney, we go out together most days. There's times when we're not together, but we've been doing it together. So if you can have a buddy, that's really nice too. But the times that we are separated, we do just as well. So you don't have to have it, but it is more fun to go with someone. And since I'm staying at her house part of the time, and she's working on becoming a consultant and building a business too, it's fun to do this mother-daughter thing. So anyway, so we went out and we went to pick up a basket party, and we missed them. They weren't there. And then we went to another place, and the last time we had been to this place, we had said, you know, are you familiar with Scentsy? They had said, yes, I went to a party, but I was just so overwhelmed. I'm not good at making decisions, and there was just so many choices and so many warmers, and I just really didn't have time to have any one-on-one time with a consultant. So I just didn't make any decisions. So we had said at that time, well, what kind of scents do you like? And how about we bring a demo warmer to you? So today we were back. It had been, I think, 11 days since we had this initial conversation. And when we showed up, she was delighted. She loved the scents that we had brought her, which we were kind of happy about, because she said she didn't like much scent at all. And so we took like Serene Green, and she really liked the Sparkling Cider Pear, and she said she liked Eucalyptus, so we took Just Breathe, Sunny and Share. So those are some of the ones that we took her. Anyway, she was so delighted, and of course we gave her the flyer for the incentive trip, and just, you know, and go and enjoy, not pushing, not talking about it, not needing for her to commit to anything right now, which, you know, again goes to that it's going to take time to build a relationship. But you know what? Next month and the month after and next year, we're going to be living anyway. So we might as well be doing little actions today that are going to bring us great success next year. And of course, grow our paycheck and earn an incentive trip along the way, right? Then another thing that we did was we went to a apartment complex, and went to their clubhouse main office and asked them if we could leave a warmer with them to try. And they said, no, we can't have scent in here. And it's funny because some companies are looking for scent and some companies aren't. But what was fun there was the one of the gals that worked in there, she said that she used to be a Scentsy consultant, but she quit, and she has been buying the stuff off the shelves at different stores, and she said well, in her words, she said it was awful. It wasn't any good, but she didn't know how to find a Scentsy consultant. So she was so thrilled. So she said she was familiar. She said, do you have any mini testers I could smell to put together an order? And so absolutely we did. So we went and grabbed her some mini testers, and so now she is putting together an order. Then I texted somebody that had one of my pouch parties, one of the stores, and there were 3 of them there that had said, oh my gosh, I can't wait to smell these and get new scents. So I texted them and asked them if Monday or Tuesday would be good for me to pick that up. so they could hurry and make their decisions and be ready. And one of them texted me back and said, hey, is it okay if I take it home because I want my family to smell it? Absolutely. The more people who smell this, the better, right? And then we came up with Courtney actually came up with a really great idea that we will let you know how, it's already gotten some pretty neat responses, so we'll let you know how that goes on Monday. So in a nutshell, things are going good. And I can't tell you how good it feels to have listened to that training, you know. I can't even tell you how important it is. Another thing that he said on there was that it takes, if you want to go from like the beginning and not really being experienced in this field or have been in it but haven't really got where you wanted to get, he said it usually takes 7 to 10 years to be the top of your company. Now remember, when we're talking the top of the company, we're talking, you know, 7 figures a year, you know, 6 figures a month. So, I mean, that's huge. But for those of you who want to experience that, because you're going to be alive 7 to 10 years from now, you're still going to need to pay the bills, and hopefully by then you're wanting to really just enjoy this beautiful world and have enjoyed yourself and pay the bills along the way. So he said it usually takes 7 to 10 years to go from down here all the way up to here. But it's not just by living that 7 to 10 years. It's by learning every day, you know, taking time to train your brain, build your confidence. It takes self-esteem and your belief, and that is done by study, by training and listening, and then by applying. And each day you do that, you're just going to get a little bit better. So there you go. If you want to know how to be an expert in your field, then take the advice of the experts and do that. All right, so I'd love it if you would tell me your favorite takeaway from today's video, you know, and tell me what you boldly busted through today. I love you guys sharing, and I love how it not only inspires me, but the other people who read the posts. You know, a lot of people private message me through Facebook, and they tell me what they did, and I'm like, post that so other people can be encouraged and inspired too. Because, you know, a lot of them are like, I've never done this before. I've never really dared to do this. I've never dared ask someone for their information. So you need to know that that's the majority. The majority of us are starting from scratch, okay? The majority of us are starting out saying, yeah, I've kind of been playing around, but I'm ready to get serious. Or I thought I was serious, but I didn't realize that there were things that I could and should and needed to be doing to get where I wanted to go. All right, so let's sing our song. I'm an excuse buster. Yeah, I'm an excuse buster. Are you?